What's poppin'?
Hi.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? I'm good.
Hi, baby.
In bed like usual, eating snacks like usual. Everything's the same.
I hear that. What are you saying? So I was just watching the video that you posted with Anthony Joshua.
That's my
Your
boo-boo.
day. These times, like, I'm sure it's just a video that you just attached, but let's keep up with the illusion.
He won't see it anyway, so it's all right. If he did see it, I'd be shocked. I'd be shocked.
Oh my god. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright. I had a bad day. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a bad day. But you know, you just gotta keep going.
Sorry you had a
I'm not
bad
gonna
day.
lie, downloading that video
Hopefully, this
actually
will be
cheered me
a
up.
good evening. Pardon?
Yeah, downloading that video app cheered me up. I'm not even gonna lie.
So, I had a dream about you. This is such a weird one. I had a dream about you like I don't know, like last week. My eyes look so chinky. Why can't my eyes always stay like this? This is the I'm very tired look.
Okay.
Anyway. So I had a dream about you the other day, and basically in my dream, right, you were like, Felicia, I'm gonna be in London for a weekend, right? And I've brought all these clothes, and basically I don't know where we're going, I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna be doing something for the 4 days that I'm in London. I was like, cool, let's do this. So I brought all my makeup and shit. These times I haven't got a lot of makeup, and I brought like bare outfits. And like you rented out like an apartment. So
Apartment? Woo!
yeah, it was like an apartment. It was like an Airbnb. Like it was sick.
I was showing
The
off.
car was
I was showing
there.
off.
Huh?
I was showing off. I was showing off. Oh, hello, Maria. Yeah, I was showing off.
So Nicole was there, my friend Jess was there, and also my friend Yakaira was there. And then we were like, okay, like we're gonna put our names inside like a bowl, right? All of us, and whoever picks out whoever's name, that person dresses them for the cake, like for the evening. So I picked your name, and I was like, girl, I'm gonna make you look fucking snatched. I was like that, right? So that picture that I sent you, it was the picture. I mean, it was the hairstyle that I made you have that evening. So I believe that Cassie should do like finger waves. I think that hairstyle looks sick. And basically, so like I made you have really thin it was so thin. You had eyeliner, and I put like lashes on you and shit. And I made you wear a boob tube midi dress, and like you had these really nice heels. I was like, and when you came out, when I was finished, no, hold on. Before you came out and showed everybody your outfit, I was like, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Miss Cassie. And then you walked out like, bam, bam, bam. Everyone's like, oh, Cassie! I was like, sounds like Olutis.
Oh my days. Wow.
I believe that this dream, means something. So, but you know, you need to speak things into existence. So right now, I'm speaking that into existence. So you come down, and then we have like a big girls' weekend. Girls
Definitely.
must
down.
Like London version.
All right, cool. Okay, I'm down for that. But topics. Today's topic. The first topic we've got, we've got a few people watching as well. Everyone, please give your opinions, because we want to, know your opinions. I posted it on my Instagram yesterday. I didn't really get much feedback, but I want to know what other people have to say. About, we've got Ishmael in here. You're a guy, so that's good. How do you feel about girls making the first move? Everyone who's here, how do you feel about girls making the first move? Do you think it's wrong for a girl to make a first move? Do you think the guy should be doing it all the time? Or do you think it's whatever? Like, what do you think? What do you think, Felicia?
Well, I chose my boyfriend, well, my ex-boyfriend, and like we were together for 2 years. And it was a good relationship. So I definitely believe
Yeah,
that you should.
me personally, I'm not bothered. If I want something, I'll go for it, innit? And if it don't happen, it don't happen. End of.
Innit? Speak that relationship into existence, B. You never know, that guy could be your future husband.
Ishmael, I see you're watching. Tell us what you think. What do you think? Do you think they should happen? I'm not gonna lie, I used to think, nah, guys should do work. If they want me, then they'll come for me. But then it sort of got to like the point where guys now, they're a bit bitchy and they're like, oh no, why should we do everything? You should make so you should do it. Guys are a little bit moany now. So it's like, all right, let the girls step up. Guys are very emotional nowadays. Like, I don't know if they missed out on. I don't know why they're like that. But a lot of guys are emotional now.
I just feel like it's very difficult to approach anyone, no matter what gender you are, because you just never know how that person is going to react. And I think because men have been doing it for centuries, I guess, and like.
Yeah.
You know, they've gotten to a point where I guess for some guys they just don't know how to do it and they're shy. I think that in certain instances they would prefer a woman to do it. For example, my ex, he was like to me, if I didn't approach him, he wouldn't have asked me for my number because he never liked like going up to girls, and most girls that he went out with would actually approach him, so he kind of got used to it. So
I think it depends on the person and the way you do it. Okay, yeah. Because like some guys, they don't like rejection, innit? I've noticed that as well. I think rejection, it sort of fucks with their masculinity. Like they're like, nah, they don't feel muscular. Like they feel like a dickhead, basically. They basically feel like a dickhead. Like, oh, I just got palmed off. Like, yeah. And not even gonna lie, I've been rejected a few times, and it does feel shitty. It does. It feels like shit, like raw. And you start to doubt yourself a little bit as well, because you know you've built up that confidence to go and talk to that person, and then they sort of just blow you off, and it's like, fuck. Like, it makes you like, you like second guess yourself. Like, it's a reality check. Like, raw. Like, do I need to?
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but then at the same time, imagine how a guy feels when he's going out to a girl, and like especially guys that. You know, with certain girls, they're like, you know that they're out of their league, but they conjure up the courage and they go up to the girl and they ask her out and she's like, nah, or they laugh in her face. Or for instance, the other day, I think he either messaged the girl and the girl put it online and was like, I don't know why he thought that he had a chance with me or whatever. And like, she got blasted online and it was like, okay, cool. It's fine that you rejected the guy, but now you've entered some next thing, and now you're exposing him when he didn't need to be exposed.
Ishmael's just made a point and said you start to wonder if you're butters, and it's true. But guys, their reaction to it sometimes is out of order. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you turn a guy down and suddenly it's like, oh, you're butters anyway. I didn't even want to speak to you. Shut up, man. You just asked my number and told me that I have nice hair and nice eyes and da-da-da-da. So do not chat shit to me, yeah? Do not even go there about you got a flat ass and da-da-da-da. Mate, you wanted to tap that on.
That has happened to me. The amount of times. And they're like, you're not even buff anyway. And it's like, then why did you try and approach me then? Like, okay. Or the ones, do you know what, yeah? There was a time when some guy, he wolf whistled my friend and my friend just walked away. Then he ran up to her and was like, oh, did you not hear me calling you? And she was like, that's not you calling me. Like, you didn't even say, hey, miss. You didn't even say, oi. He just went, I can't even whistle, but he just wolf whistled. And then she was like, I don't respond to calls like that. Which every woman, every smart woman should not respond to a man whistling at her. And he pushed her. He pushed her into the road. Luckily, there was no cars coming. And like he fully pushed, like he's 6 years old or something. Like, oh, you rejected me. Acting like some bloody fool. So there's some dudes out there that you have to freaking question.
Yeah.
Is what guys were these 2007. 2007, I was 17. I was not expecting guys to do that, but there were guys like that.
Boy, I just think it's ridiculous. Like, I find it funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Especially when they tell you that you butters or whatever afterwards. I think it's hilarious, personally. I just think, wow, like you really went there. After you just tried to get my number. Oh God, that's so. Oh, how could you just? Yeah.
I don't think a woman, actually, maybe if she's drunk, you know, like when you're out clubbing, I think that's when women become really aggressive. That's when, I don't think when a woman's walking down the road and she's going to work, she's ever going to slap a man's bum. And like, not saying that it's right or whatever, but I feel like women know when it's best, like they choose certain situations to be sexually aggressive. I don't know if that's a word.
No, but right. It's no. I think I agree with that. Sexually aggressive, yeah. Okay, but Ishmael, what if all right, so what if she DMs you? What if there's a girl in the DMs and she's like, oh, I look through your pictures, you're nice looking, can I take you out on a date, sort of thing? Do you think that's okay, or do you think, nah, don't ask me on a date, let me take you on a date?
You know, okay, hold on, Tremaine, that's different. That's like slapping, that's so bad. Slapping your boyfriend's bum compared to slapping a stranger's bum is completely different.
My ex used to hate that. Oh, don't slap man's bum still. Don't do that. That's fine, I think, maybe. Oh, okay. Ishmael, you seem very young. How old are you? Just out of interest.
Or at least give you like your age range if you don't want to give your actual
or age range. Yeah. I'm only saying this because there's a video off of my Instagram which he felt like, and I thought, right, how old are you? 28. Oh, okay.
You're my age.
He looks really, really young. Really, really young.
Black don't crack, that's why.
I've been told
the other day someone told me that I look 19. Yeah, you do look young.
Someone told me that I look under 25 yesterday. I was like, under 25? Really? They was like, yeah, and I was like, I'm 30. Yes.
I feel you look even.
All right, so next subject, yeah. This one's totally different subject. Nothing to do with what we spoke about already. Do you think it's okay to smack your children? Like, discipline-wise, do you think smacking your children is okay? Now, I know a lot of people who have been smacked back in the day, yeah? And the reason why I brought this subject is because I had it with my dad today. He told me how, when he was young, my gran took him to the shop and bought a strip of leather and actually said to him when we were in the shop, she said, "These are for you." She showed him the leather, yeah? This is to lick your ass, like, and like, so she had the leather in it. Me personally, when my son was alive, I'd never smacked him ever. But I think maybe the way I brought him up, he knew never to misbehave. He was always well behaved. He never ever was naughty at school. He never stepped out of line or anything like that. He was just a good boy. But yeah, smack yes, licks no. Smack yes, see, look, slap them up. Okay. And me, not his dad. Yeah, okay, yeah. So she's saying she would smack him, but not his dad.
Wait, but why can't his dad smack him? What's the difference between you and his dad?
Dad's hands are going to come down like a ton of bricks.
licks are licks. Like, I mean, like, if you're saying that you're only smacking your child and you're not like beating them with the belt, then what's the difference between the mother's hand and the dad's hand? Because I don't think there's anything wrong with beating your child. Because I think there's a difference between smacking your child and abusing your child. There are parents out there that unfortunately do that, and I think that there's parents that they will beat their child over the smallest thing. And sometimes there's just no need, because after a while, beats are nothing. I used to get beaten at school. And like after a while, you'll just hold out your hand and just get those licks. And it's like...
Yeah, no, I think a man's too heavy-handed to smack my child, mate. Like, if a man tries to smack my
women
child, his face.
I feel like when my dad would beat me, my dad would tell me, I'm giving you 10 like licks. When my mum would beat me, I did like her beats were endless. Like bruh, I would rather that my dad would beat me than my mum, because I know that I'll be getting licks for 30 minutes at least.
Wow.
Well, no, okay, I'm over exaggerating, not 30 minutes, but she'll just be like, and you did this, and then my dad will just be like, structured, stand still.
Wow. Locks Fit's just joined. Here's a guy. Locks Fit. How do you feel on the idea of smacking your child? Let's read this one. I think it's not right for a man to put his hand on his daughter. I think it's not good for them to think it's acceptable for a man to do that to them. My mum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but I think that there's a difference between a father and another man, because your dad is, I guess when you look at your dad, you're like, if he's a great dad, you want that in a man. But if your dad disciplines you, then it's different than a man that you've just brought into your life disciplining you. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Because your man can't discipline you.
She's made a point and said, you have to remember, this beating thing started in slavery days. It was a form of control. And as black people, we have carried it on.
No, I don't agree with that. I think that you're thinking about abuse. And that's abuse is different. Abusing your child is completely different. Why are you gonna abuse your child and put them through emotional, psychological pain? But disciplining your child means that if you tell your child once, listen, do not touch, and they don't hear, and you tell your child 3 times, and you just give them one sound, that's not you abusing them. They're not gonna, if they go to school the next day and say, oh, my mom slapped me, it's like, yeah, your mom slapped you. That's your mom. She pushed you out of her vagina, and your dad's sperm helped create you. So you are your mother and your father's property.
Nah, even if you're married, a man's very heavy. Well, I don't know. Everyone's different, isn't it? Some guys are weak, some guys are strong. But
I don't think strength has anything to do with this at all. Like, if you're disciplining your child, you're disciplining your child, but
yeah,
the history
I don't know,
of beating
I don't know many people
means
do that.
nothing.
I know it used to be a thing, because my mum told me about when she got beaten in school once, and my dad was telling me today how it used to be really bad behaved, and he would get beaten in school every week. So he'd have a beating from his mum and a beating from school every day. And
what?
Yeah, his behaviour still never changed.
Like for no reason?
Because he was bad, isn't it? He was a naughty kid. He used to get licks at school, then he'd come home and get licks from his mum for getting licks at school.
Yeah, I get that. There's no need for it, but I get it. Back in the day.
Shoe, belt, cane, all of that.
Now.
What I don't understand is how you got beaten at school, because I don't. I went
to school in Nigeria. So I went to school when I was I went to Nigeria when I was 10, and I came back when I was 15. So we'll get beaten for the shittest thing. The first time I ever got beaten in Nigeria.
Felicia, look at that last comment, please.
Oh yeah, I know. That's my friend. Hi girl. Hi Isabella.
Oh
I got
wow.
beaten. Can you imagine? Can you imagine not bringing? And I didn't know I needed to bring a Bible. Obviously, if I needed to bring a Bible, I'd have brought one. But I got beaten. Like, and I fully stood there like, why are you? I was arguing with the teacher, and the teacher was like, the more you argue with me, the more you're gonna get beaten. And I was like, yeah, but this is not right. Just tell me to bring a Bible. And the next time I bring a Bible, I didn't know. But anyway, yeah.
Wow. That is terrible.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I know, right? I know.
I can't believe
Upsetting,
you go
but
on holiday and then she just left you like that.
a lot of African parents did this to their children. I was one of them. I wasn't even a bad child, you know. My mum wanted me to understand a family, or she wanted me to be within a family, so I went to Nigeria. How can you say my mum pranked me for 5 years? Wow.
You said
It was, I had fun after a while. Like, it was actually fun. I actually loved my school. I loved the people there. I've made lifelong friends. Like my mannerisms and the way I view life is different now. Even though I don't feel like Nigeria really benefited me in an educational way, I think that it more benefited me in a cultural way. That's really it.
I'm not God, like, you're my to place an object, which was like, that's a madness.
I guess everybody's different when it comes to, you know, raising their kids. So I'm not sure. What is your name? Gaza Queenie. I'm not God. Like, who am I to place an object on my child's back, bottom, or whatever, and justify it by saying he was naughty? That's madness. Well, no offense, yeah. I know a lot of parents that, well, once their child has grown up, and let's say they're not a delinquent, but you know, very hard at hearing, they kind of wished that they slapped up their child just once or twice. And you know what? Yeah, I'm talking about punishments as well. So there's punishments and smacks. So most Ghanaian families, they do you know when you any Africans out there that have ever held their ears and done squats as a child, that is a good punishment for a child if they're naughty. There's that. There's just smacking their wrist, smacking the back of their heads, just a little, you know, for them to hear.
I used to know someone who smacked the sole of their child's feet because it doesn't leave bruises.
My God, that's a bit.
Smack it as hard as you want, yeah, and it doesn't leave any bruises.
It does. After a while, it does. That's silly. Yeah, that's abuse.
Yeah, but for real.
That's definitely abuse. But
yeah.
I believe in smacking. Are you a no for smacking then?
Who, me? No, I've never needed to. I think if you raise, this is me, and I might sound like a snob saying this, but I think if you raise your child in the correct way, you will never need to smack them. You will never need to get into that position where you're gonna.
Very, 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 very true. But I don't think that you can still be raising your child correctly, but sometimes they just don't hear. You know, there's and again, like, I'm not telling you to bring out no belts or anything. I'm just talking about smacks. Like, I don't see why you need to go in on a child. I think smacking them is perfectly justified. I think that there's an issue when, you know, you're chasing this child with like a cane, and then, you know, and then you're doing it every week or something. That's ridiculous. But there's definitely like different kind of steps to take before it gets to the point where you have to literally make your child go on their knees and say, I'm gonna have to beat you tonight. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So
like I said, with Kai, I never ever had to, like, I rarely told him off. So for me, shouting was the most, and even just shouting alone, that upset him, and that was it. Like, shout, if all I had to do was shout at him, and that was it. His face went straight, everything, like he snapped out of it. But yeah, like I said, even that was a rare occurrence, and that was from young. I don't know. I had like, before he was born, I already knew how I wanted him to be, and how the kind of person that I wanted to, you know. I'm sorry, mate. I'm literally protecting myself, and yeah, and he grew up to be that person. That's how he grew, and, you know, rest in peace, his little soul. You know, he's gone now, but he couldn't have been a better person. Like, there's nothing I can fault about him.
And obviously, if you were to then tell me, oh, you know, he was a good child, but sometimes I felt the need to just smack him, I'll be like, why?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But you know, when they listen, they're fine.
Yeah, because like, I've even had, like, even my sister and that will say, like, they get annoyed with their kids and stuff, and they used to say, like, how do you keep your cool? Like, how are you two so okay? Why does Kai always listen to you and behave himself? I don't know. It's just how it was, isn't it?
See,
Me and
Dad,
yeah, we just did a good job. We just did a really good job with him, and that is, like, if there's anything that I can be positive of, and that's me being a good mum, I can be positive and say, yeah, I was definitely a good mum. Definitely.
That's great.
Hands down.
What are you eating?
I am eating.
Yogurt?
Yeah, because you know I love to speak about my snacks every week, but I just thought, let me be quiet this week. I'm going to tell you. So first of all, I got some drumstick squashies, and then I got some prawn cracker, and then I've got coconut ice cream with lime sorbet in the same pot. It's really nice. It's really, really nice.
That sounds disgusting.
It's actually really nice.
Absolutely vile. I'm so sorry. That sounds absolutely coconut ice cream, and then lime sorbet.
It's really, really nice. It's really refreshing.
Ooh. Okay. I wouldn't mind tasting it, but sorry. Okay. Is it next question time?
Yes, I'm watching the time. Go, Felicia. This is your time.
Ishmael, thank you so much. What kind of mix is that? That sounds...
Listen, leave me alone. Leave me alone. You know, just sort of being disrespectful every night, screaming, throwing objects at her. Yeah,
why is your what? Yeah, thank you very much. He does. Why the hell is he like... I'm sure she regrets not smacking him.
I should slap him.
Maybe she does.
Hello, Daddy Retro Stacks.
Hi, Daddy. Oh, sorry. That sounded so disgusting.
Next topic.
Okay, so this question was stemmed from Love and Hip Hop. New York. Watched it today and whatever. So my question is about loyalty. So how far are you loyal to your friend when it comes to certain situations? So using the Love and Hip Hop scenario, there was a rapper who was angry. How can you say, look at Felicia, you're in your zone? Anyway, there was a rapper who was angry at another rapper when they were like 16. And now they're, let's say, 26, and they're still beefing about something that they don't even know what they're beefing about. And now they each have got a friend, and their friend is loyal to, obviously, the rapper. And they even go as far as fighting each other when the rappers aren't even present imagine they say things like, "Oh, my friend doesn't like your friend, so I'm gonna fight you because my friend doesn't like your friend."
So this is, I'm just trying to make sense. So if me and you were the rappers, and then your sister and Nicole, our little peoples, yeah. Okay.
Basically. So yeah, how far does loyalty go within friendship? How loyal would you be to your friend?
Okay. Well, my friend, I mean, I've one friend in particular that I'm thinking of at the moment. My loyalty with her is like she'll have my loyalty forever. And but I'm not going around fighting like with like what you just explained. I'm not doing that. That is ridiculous.
Can you imagine?
If she's there and she gets into it, then I'm there. I'm backing her. But I'm not going to go around arguing with other people when she's not there. That don't make no sense. That's not even loyalty. That's just stupidity.
Do you get what I mean? Do you know what, Isabella? Yeah, I love you. Yeah, you're my dog, right? But I'm hoping to never have beef like that. That you would have to that you would have to put yourself into a certain situation. That you'd have to fight someone. Like, I'm not even gonna fight that person. So why am I gonna leave you to fight that person? Do you get what I mean? Like, number one, girl, I'm too pretty to be fighting on road.
I've never had a fight in my life, and I don't plan on having one either.
I've had fights, but like I feel like I've had more verbal. Oh, those are called arguments. How can I be like verbal fights? So stupid. But in case, call me, girl. I will definitely call you. I know that you'll be on it. But yeah, I just feel like there's so many different ways to like communicate, and before at least before it gets to the fighting stage, definitely. Like, no one is worth fighting unless obviously they come for your child, or they come for your family. And I'm talking about immediate family, not your cousin who round the corner kind of family member. I'm talking about your mum, your sisters, your very close cousins. But
Yeah. Nah. I mean, I've got a friend whose her loyalty is weird as hell, because she's got my back always, yeah? But she started seeing someone who I used to see, and that pissed me off to the max.
What, ex-boyfriend?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't really care about things like that. I think I'm kind of weird. Yeah.
The night that he went home with her, he said to me, we should get things back on track, and then obviously half an hour later he went home with her, and that peed me off. But I was like, you know what, yeah, just because the fact that she's always had my back no matter what, I said I'm just going to let it slide, and I had to just leave it. But yeah, that peed me off. I was like, where does her loyalty lie?
Men are trash. That friend is trash, and that boy is trash. Trash. Absolute trash. What? Like, okay, it would be different, yeah, if it was just some guy you were fucking, and then your friend was like, oh, by the way, I'm now fucking him. You'll be like, ugh, that's just dischargeable dick. Like, like the kind of dick that you don't really care about, that's different. But if this is like, a long-term boyfriend, a guy that, there's like a potential in life. It wasn't even long-term,
because I got with him, yeah, and then through a mutual friend, I found out he had a girlfriend. So it didn't even last with him like that. That's the thing. And then he tried to come back to me, yeah, years later, talking about, yeah, we should sort it out, and then the same night he takes my friend home. Yeah, I know.
Man are trash.
I should look him up. Don't worry, I'm going to get AJ to sort him out anyway. I'm going to get AJ to sort him out. I'm going to get AJ to deal with that. I'm speaking AJ's relationship into existence, as you say.
Yes, bitch. Yes. That's what you do. Speak that shit into existence. You never know. You never know. You know what? You could be in Westfield and he could be in Westfield, and then you could maybe just like walk past him, and then he just looks at you and just thinks, wow,
Yeah.
Wow. And then you're looking at him like, I've been dreaming about you for a long time.
Do you know what?
You know? I
I
think,
really badly want to go to his fight in March, but I've got no one to go with me, and it's really upsetting. No one wants to go. No one wants to pay that much money for a seat. I was like, fine, don't come.
I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna suggest myself. Oh shit! Look at that connections, Ishmael, my brother. Look at that. I
What?
know his trainer.
Good friend of
Ha
mine.
ha. Good friend of mine. Yes. Yes. No fuckboy glow. Yes.
Yeah. Boxing sucks. Oh shit. I like boxing. Did you
I
not
feel
watch the
like it's
fight of the
entertaining
weekend?
to watch at home.
That fight of the weekend was sick. Eubanks Jr.'s a twat.
I'm sorry, I can't have like a boxing conversation because I don't know.
No?
Like,
Oh,
I know that
he must
Eubank
know.
played, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's slow as hell, man. He's not his dad, innit? He needs to allow it. Go get a
Oh, no.
normal full-time, part-time job and just allow it.
Isabella, you're still going on. Oh my God. If we were to talk about men are trash, me and Isabella would just be going in like all night. How can you say I'm not idle? Fucking hell. I'm not even great yet.
Pop Idol. Cassie, you're rude. I'm sorry. But truth be told, the truth will set him free, innit? Let him get a normal job. Tell him to go to flipping Wilkinson's or O2 or
You said
Thornton's or
Wilkinson.
Thornton's, Argos, you name it. Get a job. Allow the boxing. Just do it as a side thing, as a hobby, innit? That's it. Oh, you got called a goat. Yeah.
Thank you.
He is the goat. I'm not even gonna lie.
gas me. You gas me. You gas me. I don't even know what to
Yeah.
say. I'm just gonna. I don't know. Thanks. See, not even like Asda, Wilkinsons.
Yeah. So I was thinking of the shops, yeah, as I'm travelling from my house and going into our local town centre. I was just thinking of all the shops. Wilkinson's one of the first shops that I go past. So Wilkinson's, Tesco's, O2 shop,
Oh my God.
Boots. Oh, damn. All right. Oh, another subject, yeah. I had another one because I thought we might need another one, timing wise. When is your child old enough to walk to school by themselves?
I feel like it depends on the distance.
Okay.
Right. So if you literally live less than 5 minutes away, then I would say from year 4. When you're year 4, how old are you? And if there's like no major roads.
8.
Actually,
8.
yeah, year 4 to 8. Yeah, I feel like from then, from 8 is fine. It depends definitely how close you live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Because I was walking home. Yeah, I was walking home from I was walking home from year 2 because
Yeah.
I didn't live. Yeah, I lived pretty close to the school and it was easy. And I would just meet my friends on the way and we all would just walk like by ourselves. I feel like nowadays it's really difficult. Like it's not safe.
It isn't.
Yeah, it's not as safe. Like kids are getting kidnapped. No, but then no, actually no. That's a rarity. Now that we're older, we're probably a little bit more scared. Like now we've got like responsibilities, so now we're a bit scared.
Yeah.
How can you say I've always been a bad man? You're such an idiot. Oh, like even my but Actually, and then it's weird because I started walking home from when I was in year 2, but I was picking up my sisters for years until they got into like, I'd say year 7, year 8.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a bit weird actually. Yeah, 10 is reasonable but in winter when it gets darker. Yeah. But then don't kids get home before it gets dark in winter? Because if school finishes at like 3:15, 3:30, that means that they should be home like by 4. And it gets, oh wait, it starts to get dark by 4. I'm just talking. I feel like I'm just thinking out loud.
No, that's all right.
I'm just putting out my thoughts out loud.
Yeah, no, I'm just walking. I'm just going to put my ice cream away.
Your disgusting ice cream.
It's not disgusting, man.
It fully is. It
No,
really
it's
is. Oh my gosh, have you watched Black Panther yet? Who has
No.
watched Black Panther? Anybody watch it? I just need to know.
I'm not a film person, and I'm not going to change my mind now and start watching films.
Wait, hold on. Like, you don't watch films at all? Like, you've never watched a film? Or
I have, but I don't go out. I very rarely watch films. Like
what? Like in the cinema? Like you wouldn't go to the cinema to watch a film?
Nah, like you like all these films that everyone's watched, like, you know, the Friday films, Friday, next Friday, whatever. I've only just watched them in the past year.
Yeah, but those are all irrelevant. Yeah, like, yeah, okay, cool. You haven't watched Friday, but I feel like Black Panther is just a film. Like, disregard the fact that you know you're black. Disregard that, yeah.
Yeah,
it's just a good film. And actually, you are black. Watch the film. Fuck it. I watched it. It's a very good film. I was so lucky to have the opportunity to watch it yesterday.
It's not that I don't like films. I do like films, yeah, but it's just not. I've never been a big TV person like that. That's all. That's it, really.
Watch it. No, you need to watch it. Definitely watch it. I feel like your mind would just be like blown.
A lot of people have gone there dressed up in, you know, their like in African attire and all that stuff. I'm going there dressed rags, normal, yeah. I'm not dressing up.
Listen, I went there. Yeah? I went there looking normal. I planned to be dressed in the best African garments ever. But, you know, I was actually told 40 minutes before the viewing that, like, you know, my friend had a spare ticket. And I got to, and there was also a Q&A at the ending. There was just so much in the film that was just great. You know, I've watched so many black films and it's like, you know, the typical stereotypes. What is a great black film that is like motivational but also has, I guess, social issues? If anybody could think of like a black motivational film that is current, I'd really need your help. But it's a great film. Definitely, it's a great film. And it definitely is beautiful that people are dressing up. There's no need to, but at the same time, I guess it's just showing the impact that the film has had. But I feel like the issue with this is the fact that once the hype is all died down, what's the next step? Are people still going to feel liberated? Are we still going to try and be united? Because the fact that everyone around the world is going to the cinema to watch Black Panther and they're dressing up, that means that every black person in the world can kind of unify and kind of like help better, I guess, the way we're portrayed, like within the media, within the world. So I think the hype would definitely die down. hype, everything dies down. Like, you know, there's going to be something else that's going to be trending soon. Like, it will probably it won't die down like completely, but it won't be as
long as the trend
promoted.
isn't anything to do with Drake and his new video, because that's peed me off. It's a good tune of that, yeah, but like everyone, like when people post online that they're giving stuff to the homeless and all that, people always like, oh, you shouldn't be videoing it, da, 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 da. And I agree with that, yeah. If you're going to give stuff to homeless people, do your good deed. You don't have to record it and show everyone on social media. And basically Drake has done the same thing that all these people do, but everyone, oh, because it's Drake, it's like, oh yeah, we love it, we love it. No, doesn't make a difference if it's Drake or if it's the guy next door. Yeah, you don't need to put it on camera. You don't need to tell the world that you gave £1 million out on a video. Like, to me, that's stupid.
You don't, but he did. I like, okay, so I 100% agree with what you said. 100%. Because I say it all the time. But at the same time, I feel like there was a difference when he was doing it. I don't think he was doing it for to glorify himself. I think that he did it because he could. Like, there was no, like, he knows that, you know, if he releases a song, he's going to get money regardless. But I feel like this time he used that budget, because he could have spent like $1 million on anything. He could have gone outrageous. He could have just had girls shaking their bums. The song that he chose, it's not the most motivating song. It's just a song. Do you get what I mean? So the fact that he does it, he done it and it was sick. Like, I was watching, I was like, oh, that's so nice. I wish that I got it.
That family on the beach, yeah? Like, the camera's clearly facing them and they're all looking that way or whatever. So they didn't see the camera facing there watching them. Like, he come up behind them and then they're like, ah! Yeah, so you're surprised to see Drake, but did you not see the camera facing there just watching you and recording you?
Oh, no, do you know what it was? So basically, I think that each person that was interviewed, you know the Drake video? Why would the families...
Ishmael's made a point. Ishmael's made a point. The song ain't good. He needed to make a statement with the video.
The song's a banger.
Oh, the song, innit? The song is a banger. But why did Drake, how did he get those families?
I don't know. He was doing some sort of some campaign, maybe, of some sort of.
And none of the families knew that he was coming, like showing up.
Like that, yeah, surprised me.
Oh, okay, so he set it up.
Okay, but hold on, yeah. What does Drake need to market about himself? He's Drake. He is known. Do you get what I mean? Like, he doesn't need to market himself. If he was marketing, let's say, yeah, he was wearing a different outfit, or he had like a statement jewelry on, and like that jewelry was like his new brand, like jewelry line. There was nothing new with him. There was nothing. He had the same beard. He was just wearing any tracksuit. Like, he spent the whole day going about doing it or whatever. It wasn't like he was marketing anything. He had a budget. He thought, oh, fuck it, let me just blow the budget.
Okay, yeah.
He had the means to do it, and he recorded it.
To be fair, that whole video was. He surprised everyone in that video, because that video when you went to that shop, yeah.
Oh, the supermarket.
That was on Twitter, so that was out before he even done the video.
True.
Then there was the school one.
I just not recording, but I give homeless people shit.
They just put it up like, right, Drake came in today, what the hell? And then, yeah, the video came out.
True.
I might just start recording when I give homeless people stuff, because I'm always handing out them.
No, don't do that, because that just sounds like you're just doing it to just kind of be like, not spiteful, but
no, but that's
yeah,
the point.
You sound like Biscuit from Backchat.
No, but that's the point I'm trying to make.
No, but like, wait, like, as like, okay, so what I was just talking about, yeah, with like my sister's boyfriend, basically, when when the original videos came out of Drake being giving out money, they came out on Twitter first. He didn't advertise it. He didn't put it out there. He like people literally tweeted, "Oh, Drake's at my school." He didn't do anything. He didn't. I think he may have retweeted. I don't even know. Like maybe he didn't even retweet it. And then he released God's will, God's plan, like weeks after.
Right.
So he could have. He could have like.
That makes sense now. Now I understand. Now it's making sense to me.
Basically, if there was no Twitter, you would have just saw that video.
Basically, if there was no Twitter, then you would have just seen the video.
If there was no social media, you would have just seen that on the TV or something.
Right.
Jake comes to your school. That's gonna blow up regardless.
Do you know what I mean? So, what does Ishmael? He needed to look like Kendrick. When has Kendrick done this? Like,
because he can't do it with bars, he had to do it with a big statement.
no, but like, oh wow, wow.
That's what he said. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Wow. Drake knew people were gonna film it. He had, it was his camera crew. Like, it was his camera crew. Are you talking about God's plan, or are you talking about when he actually went out?
Yeah, when he's actually gone out, he knew that people are going to see him and people are going to record it.
Yeah, but then he could have retweeted it. He didn't retweet it on the day that it happened. He only started retweeting it when he released God's plan. So that means that he didn't even go out there. Yeah. Yeah, but so Drake's also done for his community. Like, you can't just, I feel like, yeah, as, like, we always try to compare these artists. Like, Drake is Drake and Kendrick is Kendrick. Kendrick, yeah, he does his conscious music. Yeah? No. But, no. Where? What, like, I don't know.
I'm tired.
Oh, but is it not still there? It should still be there. Sorry, guys. You know when you're in the household. Yeah, but then, okay. I really wish I had my laptop right now. Can anybody Google anything, like any charities that Drake's involved in? Because most probably he's involved in something. Do you get what I mean? Like, as long as they're doing it for people, it's not... Realistically, these celebrities are not going to benefit from giving to people. Like, they have so much money. So when they give, let them give now. Like, I'm sure if he was to say, "Raw, do you want this money, Ishmael?" I'm sure you're not going to be like, "No, I'd rather Kendrick Lamar give me the money."
It wasn't the giving. I think it's just the fact that he's let everyone know that he's, like, you know, in the end. But then you've already said that the videos were done before he actually brought out God's plan. So that makes it, that to me, that makes sense now. That it all makes sense. Like, if I went out and someone recorded me doing what I do when I give them food or whatever, then they put the video out, and then I go and show the video, then that's sort of like, you know, it wasn't me who chose to take the video. Someone else has done it before me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. I'm time watching. We've got 5 minutes to wrap up.
You're really sticking on time. Well done.
Yeah, I'm being precise today. I'm trying to do it proper. It's just the way he did it. I'm happy he gave money out. He could have sent some my way, though. Trust me, I could do with a good 6-month holiday.
I just, well, Rob, we fully paused to just chew. But like, I should come and help you. Bro, I'm trying to help myself. Boy. I feel like this camera makes my forehead look really big. It's not as big. It is. I have got a very, very big forehead. Anyway. Well, should we wrap up?
Yes, we should wrap up for today until next Wednesday. Hump day. Hump, 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 hump. The text line is at the bottom. It's been on the screen through the whole video. I'm uploading this to YouTube, so if anyone sees it, you can text that line, and next week I will read out your texts. Okay? I'm going to send the link out so that everyone can watch it and comment, subscribe, like.
Subscribe.
You can unlike it, but if you unlike it, then I'm not your friend. Neither is Felicia. We're not your friends. We don't fuck with you.
I don't care. Like, I don't care. If you guys don't like it, I don't care.
Get involved. Everyone get involved. Yeah, get involved. Get involved. Send your ideas. You know what you want to hear as a topic and stuff. And yeah, and we'll be back again next week.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. Love you, boo boos.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye, Kathy. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.
Bye, bye. Bye, everyone.